Alright, what is up, guys? Okay, I am now recording. I'm streaming on Twitch. This is episode something. It's been a minute since I've done a Clown College episode, and rank just went down for maintenance, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna record a Clown College episode before I go to sleep, especially because this is a good time to do it, because I've been using this same build every single game. It's kind of a new tech thing, because Static Shiv is broken as hell. We're gonna VOD review this game, and I'm just gonna explain my decisions and try to help anyone that's trying to learn how to play either jungle or Shaco or both. So yeah, this was a game I played earlier. It's full challenger lobby. 4JJ is their mid laner, or Mao. Like, there's pros in this game. Tactical, Chime, like, these are pro players, so I figured this will be a good one. Yeah, for runes, I'm going. A lot of people are surprised by this. I'm taking Fleet. For runes, it synergizes really well with Static Shiv. And it just feels really smooth to run. So if you haven't tried it, test it out with the Static Shiv build. As far as build goes, Ionian Boots straight into Static Shiv, Night Harvester, Lichbane, Zonias / Rabadons, depending on what you need. Also, secondary runes can be changeable. I've been playing with Inspiration secondary too, because Boots Cosmic is good, Futures Cosmic is good, but I would choose between one of those two. Secondary is really more preference-based anyway, so let's just hop into the game. Yeah, this was from today. Hopefully I actually played well. I might have been on autopilot, though. Okay, and if you don't know about Static Shiv, basically the idea behind it is that, well, it's kind of nice for Shaco because obviously he has AP and AD scalings, but it's nice because you get to play like AD Shaco somewhat early game, and then you can transition into more of an AP style. But it just gets the strengths of AD Shaco, and the strengths of AP Shaco, and it kind of gets rid of some of the weakness that both of them have. Yeah. This is pretty standard start. I've been starting Raptors most games. The reason I'm starting Raptors, I intend to path bot this game. I know bot lane, even though I have an Enchantress support and not an Engage support, I always want to path bot lane because bot lane's just broken as hell. Bot lane's the only lane that matters. I don't really care if my Gragas gets fed. I know I have Tactical, and if I get him a lead, the game's over. First box goes down at 50. I will always put this box down. And it just like covers a little bit. If they walk into it, they're like, oh shit, he sees me, and they back off. This is the new start I've been doing as well. It makes better use of your red buff, and it makes these camps respawn quicker, like Krugs. You put 2 down here. Start first box at 50, second box goes down, and then you walk over here, third box goes down. Then when this spawns, you just auto it a couple times, smite, and just walk the Krugs. The reason that you do this is so that not only do your Krugs respawn faster, but you also have your red buff longer. And you don't lose any time for doing this. If anything, it might be more efficient to do this. So yeah. You see Ivern here. I asked for this ward from my mid laner. I do this pretty much every game. I will always recommend trying to get some level of information early game. So I'm just clearing here. I know it's an Ivern. Bot lane doesn't look like it's super gankable, nor am I really afraid of Ivern. I'm pretty sure he's over on this side. Yeah, I ping Mia here for his blue buff. I'm just watching bot, and I'm watching mid. Obviously I see Ahri's low, but in my brain, I kind of assume that Ivern's hovering. I think he's either hovering mid or bot. So, tactical inted, even though I pinged it. So I ping on the way. I'm pretty sure I typed it too. I typed it that Ivern was probably down here. Tactical did a bit of a goofball move. But it's okay because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I Q in. I'm actually going to use Ivern's bush to my advantage here. I was going to try to. Q in, get a free kill here. Boop, boop. Good. This is a good play from Chime. He's also a pro player. I actually recognize that we can kill that guy. I drop the ignite, he dies. Ivern's gonna overcommit onto Karma. He gets the kill, but this is not worth it for him. You don't ever want to be like that. A kill on me is infinitely more valuable than a kill onto Ivern. I try to pull the wave over here. The reason I'm doing that is to try to get this to crash, so they don't get frozen on. But I don't have time to actually fully shove this, so I just dip and go to this crab. I hate jungling its Ivern in particular, honestly, because it doesn't really feel like jungling. I literally typed to my team after that play, okay, Ivern will just have boots 2 now. Ivern players are always going to, if they have enough gold, they're just going to rush boots 2 and essentially just begin to walk around. So you kind of just have to do your best to play around the fact that he anywhere. I do assume that he's over at this crab before I do. I did call that out. See him here. It kind of dies for free, but it's not a big deal. Now, in my mind, I think that Ivern's probably going to look to dive. That's where my head's at right now, so I'm just kind of hovering over here, trying to finish Krugs up. Because I didn't expect him to do that. I thought he did this and was going to look to dive. Good play from Gragas. 1 for 1, that's, again, really worth. I have 4 kills. Well, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't mind that Gragas died. I will make infinitely more use out of this lead. You push the wave here, though, as well. Like, you want this wave to crash. I tried to push it as quickly as possible. Just to make sure that this crashes. Kind of, sort of. Good enough. Close enough. Because, yeah, okay, no, you're good. If it doesn't crash, they can freeze the wave on your laner, and that's not good, obviously. I kind of want to cross here, so I'm just kind of seeing if I can poke. This is a nice thing to do as well. Like, if you know you want to cross, instead of just walking all the way around to wolves, there's no reason to not. I know that Ivern's probably hovering this. I'm not trying to commit. I'm not trying to fight. I'm just going to queue in, see if he lets me hit him for a little bit of damage, and cross. It's faster to cross, because you don't have to go all the way around, and you just get some free damage off and free pressure for your mid laner. So that's actually kind of important. We'll group on the head. That box was just in case he charmed in front of us, put it in between us, and just walk through. I think I might check his raptors here. I feel like he's over here. Since he's been kind of mirroring me, I see that there. Yeah, I'm just kind of pushing him out. I don't mind just like messing with him a little bit here because I know I have mid-prio because I just gave him mid-prio, and I know I'm stronger than this Ivern. I'm not really afraid of him. I get the box down there. He's kind of zoned. I was hoping my Kai'Sa was going to ulti him, but I guess she was barely out of range to ulti. I tried to Q buffer it, but he actually went this way. Lower. I'm kind of just trying to push him out of the jungle. I don't really care as much about the gold. It's more about having control of the map. And here, I'm still hovering. The reason I'm still hovering is, 1, because I don't want to give him this camp. He's low. I have full advantage on him. And 2, I don't want to... Yeah, I want to push him off the map. I want him to recall, which I forced him to do. So, yeah. I don't want to look for this dive, though. This dive is not on my mind whatsoever because I don't know that he recalled. I'm thinking he probably did, but the back of my head is saying that he also might just be sitting here waiting for me to dive. So it's never worth attempting the dive because if he is here and it counters it, the game's over. You know? It's not worth that risk. Maybe I do dive. I think I hang out for a second. Yeah, no, I dip out. I don't trust. I think I'm close to 6 too. Yeah, I'm 1 camp off 6, so I want to just get 6 if possible. I pinged Mia over here, which is where he was. I know that he doesn't have any bot camps. And I know he doesn't really have top camps either, so that's why in my head I'm kind of thinking that he's probably just going to go to my top side. I think he's like over here, I'm pretty sure. If I had to... Where is he right now? Yeah, he's at my... Where's that thing? So in my brain, he should be like over at my raptor area, right? So I ping... Yeah, I ping right here, and he is right there. And it's good, even if you don't know where the enemy jungler is, pinging like this, where I'm basically pinging where he can be, to let my laner know that that's probably where he is. Because, like, when in doubt, you have to assume that the enemy jungler is in the spot that he could be in. I try to see if I can get a counter off on this. I kind of dies, so I can't really do too much there. Do some damage to him and just walk out. I hate Ivern, man. I want this crab. I see that I have bot prio here, so I really want this crab. I want to kill him. I want to collapse on him, so I'm just spam pinging to go on this. I'm just gonna flash on him here. Get the Xayah ulti, and I get the Fear under Rakan. We don't actually get anything, which kind of sucks. He flashes on to Tactical. Tactical plays this very well. He goes 2 for 2, so not bad at all. I mean, I'm gonna get my Krabby Patty, so it's very much worth. I would have given up my whole team for that thing. It's there. Let me get some pressure off in mid. See if I could find Xayah, because I know that he was low. I see him here, but just to make sure I waste his time a little bit more. Now in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure. Do I even do Drake? No, I just leave. I leave because I don't want to give the Ivern anything, right? There's no threat of Ivern doing Dragon. I don't want to trade. I'm going to reset, go to my red buff, I think. I'm going to go top. I want Rift right now. Rift is going to be outvaluing Drake, especially because they don't really have access to Drake anyways. We have full control bot side. I'm going to prioritize play. Try to break first turret through my bot side. Yeah, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Ivern literally just kind of walks around and sits places. That's why I just despise playing against him. Like, he's just, his whole jungle is up, man. Like, your whole jungle's up, and you're just, like, fucking cosplaying a tree. I'm pretty sure it works. Yeah. I already started Rift because I assumed that if he wasn't over here by now, he's probably bought it anyways. Did I tell my bot lane that he was there? In 23, I ping Ivern. Yeah, ping off. That's funny as fuck. So this is our vision. That's our vision. I ping off. I ping off and I ping Ivern to my bot lane. Now, I'm not pinging like this because I know that he's there. I'm pinging like this because if he is there, they die. And they don't need to make a play right now. I want my team to be fighting around where I am on the map. Right? So my bot lane, I don't want them to fight right now because if he is there, they're going to die for no reason. I know I'm stronger than Ivern. He's trying to fight away from me. I want to fight towards me. I want my bot lane to do the same. So I'm pinging off here because I want to do Rift Herald. I'm going to force a Rift play regardless. They don't need to fight. I think he's probably down here. I ping off. Yeah. I mean, there's not much to do about that. Like, it's kind of on there, I'm going to grab Rift here. And the second, like, when you're grabbing Rift, be in the process of thinking about what you're going to be doing with it. So, okay, we see him there. I know that he's down at Krugs. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go take his blue. Chase shows up here. I didn't need to ulti. Didn't really tell what he was doing. So now I was going to go take his blue, but that was really bad. Like, I didn't even get the trade, so I just have to leave. In that case, I'm going to clear down. Still not sure where Ivern is. I would like to clear my jungle. I'm pinging over here. Dude, I'm so smart. I'm sorry. I'm literally just guessing, right? Because that's the blind spot in our vision, is this area right here. And my bot lane is way up here. So I'm just pinging right here. I'm going towards my blue. I want my bot lane to back off and control this area while I'm clearing down. I need them to give me a second and let me clear to them. I'm pinging, I'm on the way. I'm pinging that Mia. Obviously, they don't heed my warning here. But yeah, no, I did everything I could possibly do to prevent this play from happening before. Yeah, this is ping, grab the ping. So I gave them information that they needed to know that they were, at least, at the very least, could be getting ganked, but I basically ping in a way to tell them that you are getting ganked, because it's better safe than sorry. I see Xayah here. Do I go for... Looking at this. Okay, I just say fuck it. Yeah. There. So, at least I get to trade 2 for 2 here. It's just frustrating. The reason I'm pinging, all of this happened because my bot lane ignored me, but if they had listened, then I would have perfectly counter ganked it, and it would have been a 3 for 0. That's what, like, kind of lame, but I'm gonna immediately push this wave. And the reason I'm pushing this wave is to make sure that Xayah either has to stay at this low health or she gets denied the minions, and there's no other option. Like, those are the options, right? I should be doing Drake right now. I'm pretty sure I kind of int here. So I queued forward. I wasn't sure if he had ulti. I didn't think he had ulti, but based on him staying, I assumed he did. I try to smite, and I'd auto him, and I kind of inted there, but it's okay, because I just blamed tactical in team chat, so it's fine. But yeah, this is the reason I pushed the wave, because by the time Ezreal's back, the lane's already reset anyways, so it's not a big deal. And we don't lose anything for my death there. Like, obviously dying, like, that wasn't a good death, but it's not a big deal. They're not in a position to do anything. I guess gets one. Fund. In my mind, Ivern's top. Why is Ivern top, you ask? Well, look at the map, guys. We have the information that all of this is down. He has no camp spot side. I want to do Drake. The only situation that he's not top side is if he's just rushing Drake on my death, which is very possible, but in my mind, there's no way that he's just going to leave all of these camps up. It's our Mao. He's not dumb. Like, he's not just going to leave all those camps up. Just because I died. He has a few seconds to farm. I'm gonna grab my blue real quick, but I want to get over here as soon as possible. And the reason why I'm just gonna skip camps and just walk over here as quickly as possible is because the last sequence basically taught me something. It taught me that my bot lane doesn't really care if I ping off, and I need to just play around the fact that they're gonna fight regardless. And you can argue about who's right or who's wrong on the play, like whether or not they're right to fight or if they should be listening to me when I'm pinging off, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You just need to be able to make the best decisions with the information you have available, you know what I mean? So, like, if you can recognize that your team's not going to play around you, or they're not going to help you, or they're not going to listen to pings, then you need to play around the fact that they're going to ignore you. Like, that's actually very important. It's an important part of climbing. I grabbed that. I want to... they almost did this. I remember this part. I queued over to Drake. All I want is Drake. Krugs are dead. This turret's gone. There's no universe where we should fight this. Gragas is going to have to go back and get this. All I want is Drake. So I'm going to ping my team off. And I see them posturing to keep going forward. You know, there's no universe where they should be going forward. They should be already leaving and looking to reset and go to another lane. We should be swapping. That's how you play... Like, when you take turret bot, especially when plates are still up, you swap and you go take turret in a different lane. In this case, it would probably be top. I want to grab Drake and rotate. I'm spam pinging them to leave. They should not ever be fighting this. Leave, leave, leave. You're giving me anxiety. Don't do it to me again, tactical. Handsome bastard. We'll do it. So we're just kind of controlling the map here. We're using our tempo to take over the map. Really want to fight. I'm pretty sure I got tilted at this point, actually. This whole sequence of events just, like, tilted me, I remember. I'm trying to help Karma, and I'm pretty sure I get baited for it. God, their champs are annoying. Yeah, I remember this. I get hit by a charm, which means I get hit by a root. But yeah, no, I shouldn't even be there. The correct play was just leave. I was trying to help them, but there's no reason. I can't do anything to either stop or help at that point. I should have just cleared up and reset. Shaglin says, Shiv is bad on Shaco. Who should I listen to? I don't know, man. Shaglin has been Diamond 1 for 5 years now, and still runs Electrocute on Shaco. Probably him. Yeah, I mean, Diamond 1 on EU West is essentially like Diamond 1 because it's Diamond. But yeah, at this point of the game, also random thing. Whenever you're going to go start a clear, always clear outside in, like clear towards the area you want to end up. So I want to end up mid slash over here. There's no, a lot of low elo junglers do this where they'll respawn and they'll go to their red buff and then Krugs and then Raptors, and it's just if you do that enough, you end up losing a lot of time doing. You actually lose time on your red buff as well. You always want to farm linear. You always want to, that's pathing like fundamentals. I see Jace up here. I decided to leave him. I'm gonna look mid on and just drop the ignite immediately because I assume he's gonna ulti. Gragas barely missed that barrel. That would have been a kill. I don't know why Gragas is here at all. I'm getting tilted at this point because I don't know why we're A-ramming. We don't need to A-ram with these. And I kind of get baited again because I'm trying to... kind of just trying to space for my teammates. Kai'Sa's not even here. She's split pushing, so there's no universe where we should fight. Yeah, I'm just like annoyed as hell at this point. I think this is stupid. There's no universe where we should A-ram their champs. We don't need to A-ram their champs. We outscale the hell out of them. We have double Static Shiv users. Karma... No, we have triple Static Shiv users. Sorry, I told Ezra to go. Yeah, at this point I'm over it. I'm just farming. Kai'Sa's down here getting a turret. Now I see they're pretty low, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see what I can do here. I know this is pinked. I want Ivern to split up a little bit. I wait for that moment where they step forward and Ivern steps back, and I'm looking for the shield. I see him use his shield on, I think, Jace. I'm pretty sure I saw him use his shield, and I instantly Q in. I would not have Q'd in if he did not use shield there, though. I'm basically stalling. I see the TP coming out. I'm just stalling for Q. Gragas gets a good Q. I Q back in because I know they're going to be low. I'm going to stay out of the range of Rakan. He walks back up because he's stupid. Throw the E, and now I'm just stalling for cooldowns again. Killing 2, 1. My cooldowns are up. E, Q, and one auto kills him because I have Static Shiv. So yeah, at this point we want Rift. I need to base though. I should be off the map. Gragas should not be the one that's mid. Gragas should be the one that's top. Ezreal should be mid, but it is. Like Kai'Sa is just pressuring bot side, so I don't really care. I know that they're not really going to be able to contest Rift because of this wave, like the pressure that my Kai'Sa's put on the map. But this Rift is important. I really do want this Rift because breaking mid is very important in this game. And yeah, like we're going to want Rift to break mid, especially because they have Ahri with Static Shiv and she one-shots wave. So yeah, instead of going, it's like you may be wondering, Chase, why are you not going? You have wolves and blue spawning. Why are you up here? Not only because of Rift, but also because our win condition and the players that are trying to pressure the map right now is my bot lane again. So I'm up here so I can cover them because I think the enemy team's probably here too. We see Xayah down here, so that's one I kind of want to fight. I want this crab as well. Kind of hard. I don't really have any information to work with. I grab it. I see Ahri under me. And I realize that we're outnumbered. We just try to get out. I'm pretty sure that was a prediction. Like I dodged, yeah, I do dodge the charm, but I'm predicting it. I assume she's gonna try to fast charm me. I saw her ult once, so I just ulti in place with the assumption that she's gonna try to charm me over the wall. And I do manage to dodge it. Now I'm just using clone to space. I'm using clone to zone and kind of push them off. Now we're stalling because I'm looking around and it's like, okay, we got Gragas pressuring mid that they have to respond to. Kai'Sa's pulling the wave bot side that they have to respond to. Right now, all we have to do is exist and not die. That's our goal. I just want to waste time and let them continue losing things for free. I know that Ivern's over here, but now that mid is literally 1 HP, I don't really care about Rift anymore, so my brain shifted. I don't care about this. I know we can be outnumbered over here. We don't need to fight over here. Instead of trying to retake control of this area that we had already lost control of, I would rather just play to take control of this area and make sure that Dragon is guaranteed. We don't need to coin flip a fight for this Herald. This Herald doesn't even really do anything for them. I'm not too worried about it. This is where we want to be. I'm pinging my teammates that this is the area that we're going to control. it's infinitely easier to take control of an uncontested area than it is to retake control of an area that you had already lost control of. We don't need to flip a fight there. Take the free dragon, second Drake, take control of this area, make them react to us. Basically what I'm doing. I don't know why my Gragas was kind of annoying me this game because he was just always not matching his lane, and we're just losing free towers in this game, which I don't get. But I want my teammates to be mid. I don't want my whole team to be responding late to this, because what we're doing right now, this is called reacting. This is reacting to Jace. Instead of, I want my teammates to be set up mid so that after this Drake, I can look to pressure with them and make them respond to us. That's why the Gragas was annoying me. Kaisa down here. John missed most of everything. I already missed her charm there too. I'm just trying to grab Drake. Yeah, they do manage to kill the Jace, so this play ended up being fine because no one else on their team is in a position to do anything. But because they're over here, we don't really have any like pressure to work with. There's not much to do mid, so I'm just gonna clear out and reset. But yeah. Also, it's very important, especially when you run Static Shiv, is to pay attention when you can grab waves, because you literally one-shot waves. It's really unbalanced. I'm just trying to get a little vision for Ezreal here. I don't want them to catch him out. Clearing on my way. We'll do it. Sitting on 1400, but I want to stay on the map because my whole team's on the map. You don't want to be constantly like cycling recalls where like one person recalls, because in reality when you're playing in Challenger, when you're playing in High Elo, if everyone isn't on the map, you shouldn't be making a play, right? Gragas, I know it doesn't look like he's on the map, but he has teleport, so he's on the map. Are reactive plays inherently bad, or just that instance? Well, when you have a comp like this, when you're playing assassins, most of the time they're going to be inherently bad, and I just don't like them. I always want to be in the driver's seat when I'm playing. There's some champs that, you know, maybe that's better. Ivern is an example of a more reactive champ, but you want to be setting yourself up to make a play. You want to be playing proactively in general, because even then, like, if you make the wrong play, you make a mistake. Oh, this is important, actually. You can learn from the mistake. Also, pay attention to this right here. So we're clearing. I'm just clearing my jungle. Our vision. This is very important. So there's not a whole lot going on. We only see Ahri on the map. I want to be over here to get vision for Baron. It happens very quickly, but if you look at the map, we see Ivern. She hits a vision cone, and we see Ivern. So I see Ivern. Immediately, I just spam ping Baron. This is what you do when you're playing in higher MMR. This is what players are always going to do. Even if we don't see Ivern commit onto the Kaisa, we are immediately going to be doing this Baron. Always. We're going to force them to make a decision. We're going to force them to react. It doesn't even matter if Kaisa dies, because a lot of times in low elo, people are going to be like, oh man, Kaisa got caught. What am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. No, you see that Ivern is bot, their jungler's bot, you instantly start Baron. Every time. You don't think about it. You don't worry about the Kaisa. It doesn't matter. She could die for free here in 2 seconds. It doesn't matter. This is our Baron. This is free. No hesitation whatsoever. I'm just pinging Baron. I don't really care about them. You know, like, they're just trying to be annoying. They're trying to stall. I'm just trying to finish Nash. We're not super worried about them. Finish the Nash, then we can kind of see what's going on. I kind of want us to just leave because we don't need to risk a fight where we're outnumbered. I'm going to queue this way and just finish off Ivern. I'm kind of just trying to control, like, space. Yeah, I'm just scouting. Like, that's a scout queue. I want vision of them. I want to know where they're going. I want to know what they're looking to do. I have Static Shiv, so I walk up and I queue the wave, keep giving them things to respond to. And then again, I'm queuing over and trying to take more control of this area. Ivern is dead. I know that they're mid reacting to this wave, so I'm trying to grab whatever I can when I can. I could have just gone straight to Crab, but I don't need to do that. I'm taking what I can as I can, because I know that Crab is guaranteed. So that's why I'm going to be doing this. I reset. It was kind of a late reset, but again, like, you don't want to be resetting. I stayed a little bit too long on the map. Cycling recalls like that's not super good, but I'm not super late to this. I just want to... Right now, like, during this stage of the game, rotations are your best friend. You want waves pressured, and you want to just be looking to make picks on the rotations because they're going to be responding to us. The reason I'm here is because my team is already moving up here. They're going to be here first, so I want to be here pressuring because I know that I can just one-shot this wave and give them something else to react to. I'm just hovering. Ahri here. I am gonna chase her simply because I have blue smite, so I know that I can get here pretty quickly. I'm just running over here. Boo, 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 boo. Q. I'm gonna walk up and I'm just gonna hit the wave every time. That's the beauty of of this build right there is what I just did. The damage and one-shotting the wave. I'm just scouting again. I'm just going to get some free damage. I'm going to force her ulti, and I'm just going to look to kite out. I'm not in a super big threat. I think he's posturing to look like he's going to ulti, so I just preemptively press R there just in case he does, and he does. He flashes on me as I press R. A lot of my ultis, like to dodge things or to mitigate damage, are just me more of predictions than they are reactions, if that makes sense. I can kind of tell just from the way they're posturing and like the way that their body language is, like what he's trying to so yeah, I had a fair idea that he was gonna engage on me there. That box, by the way, just got that kill on Rakan. When you're playing Shaco in general, especially in a mid-game setting, if your box is up, put it down. If your box is up, put it down. If your box is up, put it down always, because you will always get value out of that. I see Ahri here. I'm just looking for her. Right now, I don't go directly onto the Ahri because I know my Kais is coming, and I'm thinking that Ahri will probably just kite back to me. So I don't need to run out because I don't have moves yet. I don't think I have ulti, right? Yeah, I didn't have ulti yet, so I was just kind of stalling, thinking she would go that way. Another important thing... I even do it. If you're trying to chase someone... I try to get this angle here. If you're trying to chase someone, use walls on your Q. So, like the total distance of my Q, I didn't even do it correctly here, but the total distance of my Q, I can get extra distance when chasing someone if I Q the wall and it pushes me over the rest of it, if that makes sense. So that's another like little mechanic too that you can use whenever you're chasing somebody. But now the game should be pretty much a wrap. I'm not too worried about anyone else at this point. Just their jungle, make sure they have no gold coming in. We want mid-wave. Drake is coming up. I want mid-wave. I'm pinging assist on mid-wave. Like, we don't need to keep that up for that long. I grab the Drake. I want Gragas top. I don't know why my Gragas refuses to just go top one. But my team's off the map, so I'm just going to clear. Team's pretty much up. I think we just wait for Nash. Yeah, I see Jace show. Ice is fighting down here. I saw Jace show up top, so I'm just going to come in. And immediately, I'm just going to take control of this area. And that's what it's all about. Gragas is up here. I don't come through the lane. I come through the jungle. I see my bot lane is with me, and I'm just going to take control of this area. This is how you close out games. You choke off the map. You push people off the map. Like, we have full tempo here. Not worried about them whatsoever. We're taking control of the map. We want the turret, pushing them out of the jungle, and basically just making sure that no one can contest anything. And then right there, I dip out. This turret is ours. They got pushed off. So I don't need to sit here. They don't need me to break the turret. They don't need me to defend them. I know that these guys are mid. I'm scouting, and then I immediately turn around, and I just want to go take this wave again. I'm constantly just pressuring and giving them something to respond to. This wave sitting here means that they have no responsibilities. That's one of the beauties of Static. It's the most broken aspect of Static. Just pressuring the wave, and right now we're just chilling. I want to push one more wave in, because it's so broken, and then I want to just go to Nash. If I leave that wave there, you don't have control of this area. But now, because we push these waves up, you see you guys are down here fighting. I'm not really too worried about that. I see their whole team is pretty much over here. Their whole team being Dire or Khan are the only ones that are really a threat to me. So I'm just sitting here killing this and giving them something to respond. I don't even care if they start a fight here. I'm going to take inhib. So you see that what happens to the enemy team is they end up getting like super wishy-washy. They're not sure how to respond. They're just going back and forth. And we're just getting free objectives. Keep going in front of me. I'm not overcommitting at all. Gragas died because he's kind of bad, but that's okay. Tactical. And they have fast. But yeah, even if they hadn't surrendered there, we would basically, I would just be boxing this whole area. The enemy team would not be able to contest Baron, and then we would be pressuring 3 waves at once and just close out the game with Baron and give them really no option. But I would say the most important part of this is utilizing, or I guess what's different from the others, utilize Static Shiv. It's very, very broken right now. Ridiculously unbalanced. You one-shot waves, pressured the map, use your lead. When you take control of an area, don't give it back for free. And yeah, when you have a lead, take control of the map and push them off it completely. Like, don't let them farm for no reason. Don't let them have their jungle camps if you don't need to. Stuff like that. So yeah, but the full build in general for this, I think I bought Magi for fun. And I believe I bought this stopwatch because I had like 800 gold before I left base on my last thing. That's something good to do. Like, if you know that there's a big fight coming up and you have 800 gold, buying a stopwatch is just always guaranteed value. It's just smart. But yeah, I'm really liking this setup right now. I was 1100 LP earlier, but I lost a couple today that I don't think I shouldn't have lost either. Yeah, so this was Clown College. This is the build I'm pretty much trying to run every single game. Obviously, if my team is stacking AP, I can't really do it. But yeah, I think this build is like really broken right now, so I recommend abusing it. It's kind of weird at first. You play more like a hybrid style than anything, but once you get used to it, I guarantee it feels so good. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace, bros. Mwah.